All right, I think we are recording. Well, welcome to our Step Into Your Future Inspiration for 2020. We apologize for those that tried to get on live stream. We were having some technical difficulty and we were not able to get it to go live stream in spite of the fact that we even tested beforehand a couple of times. But anyway, so there you go. That's just technology. So we thought we'd do this recording. We'll post it out later. So but I just want to welcome everybody, and I am super excited to share my story, and I'm super excited for some of these amazing people that are on with me right now that are going to be sharing their stories today. And we wanted to do this because this is especially this time of year, it's a season of hope. And so what better hope than to give people hope and show them what's possible for their health. A lot of people are really struggling right now, mindset-wise. So, for some people, they love this time of year. I love this time of year, but for some people, it can be a very difficult time of year if they don't have a lot of family or they've lost loved ones. And so some people may be struggling, with this time of year. And so when we are feeling better and doing better in our health, that tends to help our mental health too. And so we wanted to come on just to kind of share and give you guys some hope and inspiration. So we hope our hope is just that you are inspired, and we want to show you what's possible. So I am going to share screen and bring up my before and after photo to show you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and kick it off, and then we'll have our next presenter. But so my name is Sherry Knight, and for those of you that don't know me, I actually met my coach. It's been almost 9 years to the day. I met her in January, and at the time I was working 6 days a week. I was completely stressed out, not making time for myself. You can see in this before picture, I had a lot of visceral fat around the middle. I was at the heaviest weight I had ever been in. I was constantly tired. I was weak and shaky. I had daily headaches, high burning gut pain, and I felt miserable. And I was like on this hamster wheel that I couldn't get off because I was working so many hours that I never had time to take care of myself. I was missing out on time with my family. So I was just, emotionally feeling depleted and physically feeling terrible. And so what attracted me to our program was I really liked the idea of having somebody that was going to keep me accountable, and that my coach was going to help me be on weight loss and that we had an education piece for that. And so because all my life I have been somebody who has gone up and down with my weight. I've yo-yoed quite a bit, and I always lost the weight, but then I always gained it back and then some. So I'm excited to say that I am now down 42 pounds. I've lost 10 inches off my waist. I did all that within 3.5 months. And the best part to me is that it's been over 8.5 years now that I've kept it off. And I can honestly say that I'm now 52. I can honestly say that I feel better. I have more stamina and more energy than I did when I was in my 20s. And in fact, I'm doing more things than I did then. And so, as you can see, there's the picture there. We were at my niece's wedding. That's with my sons and their girlfriends one of them's my daughter-in-law now, but, we were having fun. And to me, I like that picture because it kind of, and the other one down here with me with my dogs, I had just done a hike with one of my sons. And so those pictures to me kind of represented, the fact that I have more time in my life now as a coach. And so that's really helped me, and to have a good overall sense of well-being and a healthy mind is so important to our physical health as well. And a lot of times people just ignore that and they just go on a diet. And so anyway, so kind of fast forward, now I'm surrounding myself with a great community of people, having fun. When I was growing up, I had always struggled with my weight. My brother and my sister were both very athletic, and I seemed to be the one that always struggled. And so as we got older and into adulthood, they would go hike Yosemite. They would do these bike rides, up in the mountains and stuff. And I never did that. I just wasn't physically fit enough. So for me, after I lost my weight, what was kind of huge milestones for me was that I ended up doing Half Dome hike with my brother at Yosemite, and I felt it was great. I did it pretty well. Of course it was tiring towards the end of the day, but the next day and the next couple of days after, like I felt pretty good. I actually was not, I mean, I was a little bit sore, but not that sore because I had trained for it, you know, and I got myself in shape. And so as I was losing the weight, it tended to have that halo effect where, you know, where you just want, you know, you feel empowered because you finally find something that works, you're finally seeing results. And so it makes you want to have more for yourself and for your life. And so there's those teachable moments that come along the way. And so besides that, I also trained, my brother didn't think that I don't think he thought I could do it. And so he's like, well, you have to really train for this 65-mile hill ride. And I'm like, I'm going to train because I can, you know? And so I felt so great. And so I did that ride a couple of years in a row. And so anyway, it's been very liberating for me to be able to get to a healthy weight, to have the energy now. And at 52, I'm going to be a grandma really soon for the first time ever. And I am super excited and looking forward to being able to enjoy my granddaughter and to not be the grandma that sits around and, you know, watches their grandkids play. No, I'm going to be on the swings. I'm going to be going down the slide with them. I'm going to be taking my granddaughter, Evelyn, we already know her name. I'm going to be taking her on hikes with me. I'm going to have the energy. She's going to have trouble keeping up with me. That's my goal. And I'm even thinking about getting back into dirt biking. I used to ride dirt bikes quite a bit when I was younger with my husband. We actually did it as a family with my boys, and thinking, why not? You know, in about 5 years, she'll be about 5. That's when my kids started. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm super excited. Like at a time, you know, and if you'd asked me 9 years ago, I couldn't even, at 9 years ago, when I was feeling so bad, I thought, oh my gosh, if I feel like this in my early to mid 40s, how am I going to feel when I'm 80? I already felt like an old woman. So it is possible. You know, I sleep better. Inflammation I was having, I don't have anymore. And so I just want to encourage any of you guys out there that are struggling. If anything I said resonates, you know, reach out to the person that invited you on this or to one of us coaches here, and we will help show you the way, because there's nothing better than to get your health back, because when you get your health back, your whole life is transformed. So that's my story. I am going to bring on the next speaker now. Super excited to introduce Brooke Waldrop. And Brooke is coming to us from Louisiana. And by the way, I didn't say, everybody on here is a stay-home mom and dad, and so that's why we're doing it at this hour. So it's convenient because the kids are in school. So Brooke, why don't you come on and share with everybody how your life has been changed? Oh, you need to unmute.
All right. Hi, everyone. Well, I met my coach, Diana, through my husband. They went to school together. I've worked out with my husband for years since we've been married. We're always in the gym. We're always out doing something, yard work, whatever it is with the kids. And I've always wanted to be kind of strong. I have boys, and I want to make sure no matter how big they get, they always fear me. I can always get them still. So I want to be strong and healthy for them, but I could never lose the extra body fat. I was getting stronger. I could do one pull up, and I could tell I was getting muscle, but you couldn't see the muscle. It just felt like I was just chunky, and it was really frustrating. And my husband knew Diana, my coach, from high school, and he kept seeing, you know, all of her clients, and he was trying to talk me into it, and I wouldn't. I gave excuses. I can't. My body's different. I'm only 4'11". I can't, you know, 5 pounds looks like 15 pounds on me, and my body's different. And I gave every excuse, and my husband was like, just try it. Just try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. So I did, and I'm so grateful. And I loved it because it was simple. It was, you know, it's right there, and you had your coach. So if I ever had any doubts, any fears, any like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I reached out to my coach, and she was right there along the way. So it wasn't like I was stuck not knowing what to do. I ended up losing 24 and a half pounds in 2 months. So I was really excited about that. And I couldn't believe it. Like I thought I was going to be happy with 10. I was like, you know what, if I lose 10 pounds, I'll be good. And then I got those 10 off the first month, and I was like, okay, I'm not there yet. Can I go one more month? Her teaching me how to do nutrition and her teaching me how to do little baby steps. That way I could keep it off. And that was a big thing for me. I didn't want to have to um, be a part of something that I would have to do forever and not know. I love the teaching aspect of it. That, my coach taught me how to properly nutrition myself and nutrition my body and fuel my body, not just feed it. And now, I've kept my weight off and I can still keep my weight off because I know exactly what to do and how to do it. And in that time, I was shocked because I actually had muscle under that extra body fat. So I was really excited about it. And, and I thought I felt good before. I ate healthy. I cut out bread. I cut out sweets. I cut out everything I could think of. And I thought I was healthy and I thought I felt good. But you don't really know how bad you feel until you feel excellent. And so I didn't realize that during that time, I didn't feel good until I feel the way I do now. Now I feel amazing. I've had asthma since I've been 12. And that's always been a thing. And the doctor told me, you know what, when you get it at a later age and not when you're born, it's just going to get worse. There's just really nothing you can do about it. It's just going to get worse. Just exercise. Well, I was exercising. I was doing cardio. I was keeping it up. And I still had asthma problems. And then once I lost my weight, I have not had to pick up my inhaler since. And I've had it since I've been 12. So that's a big deal because just making the bed, I couldn't breathe. And it was a struggle. So that was very, very, very rewarding. And it just amazes me that not just exercising, it's not just about exercise, it's about what you put in your body and how amazing it makes you feel. I've always had problems sleeping. I wake up 5, 6, 7 times a night, just walk around the house, check out things. And now I sleep like a baby. I might get up once to go to the bathroom, but that's it. I sleep like a baby. It's amazing. I have energy. I'm up like an hour and a half before everybody ready to go. I don't need my coffee anymore. I can get through my day. I can get through my day and not be tired or not feel like I have to sit down and take a break. And it's just really rewarding to know that I can make it. And there is a solution. It's not just what works for you. I just really encourage people to get out there and find a good nutrition plan. Find someone who's willing to help. And so I wasn't going to become a coach at all. That's not me. I kind of like to stay in my cubby, mind my own business, don't get out. But then I'm in Louisiana and all of you are in California. And so I thought to myself, like, what in the world? Like, I've never seen anything like this here. And if I could just help one person, or, it doesn't have to be a crazy amount of people, but just one person that really needs it and really wants it. And it's a life changer because it truly is. Like they say, changing your nutrition, stuff like that, it's a life change. It really is. It truly is. And I've had these little moments, like especially during the holidays, where I think, oh, I'm going to eat this. It's been forever since I've eaten a pumpkin pie or something. But afterwards, I'm like, no, that wasn't worth it. It felt yucky. So I just really encourage people to get out there and just find a good nutrition plan and just don't quit. Don't give up. Don't feel like it's too late. And because it's not too late. And I also encourage the people before it gets too late. Don't wait until you're hurting. Don't wait until that's the last resort, till doctors are telling you you're on your deathbed because you need to change your nutrition. Like, I really encourage you to not wait until it's too late. Or if you are already having these problems, don't keep putting it off because your family, it's important for you, but your family also loves you and you have friends out there and you have people that you don't realize that do care about you and do want you to stick around a little bit longer. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful, and I really hope everybody can find something that is wonderful for them.
That's awesome, Brooke. Your story's so powerful, and And yeah, I'd forgotten about that piece about the asthma, and that's pretty amazing that you don't have that anymore. And that's something that, a lot of our clients do experience, is sleeping better. And I love this picture of her, and she's been an inspiration for me to lean up more. This is why I have the goal now to lean up more, because I'm like, yes, I have a lot of muscle and I'm at a healthy weight, but I just need to drop a little more, and I'm gonna get more buff looking like Brooke. So congratulations, Brooke, and
Thank you.
thanks
And
for.
that's what's amazing is also just changing your nutrition. People think, oh, well, I'm on a diet, I'm going to lose muscle too. No,
Mhm.
I had that muscle hiding under all of that extra body fat. And that, while I was changing up my nutrition, I rarely went to the gym because I wanted to focus on nutrition. And so that was 2 months of just getting rid of fat and not staying
Mhm.
at it at the gym.
Well, that's the beauty of our program, is that you burn fat while preserving lean muscle mass. And we do have a program to pretty much match anybody's dietary needs or allergy needs or health issues. So definitely reach out to one of us or the coach or person that invited you if you'd like to learn more, because definitely, no matter where you're at in your health or your life or what age you are, we have a plan for you, from teens all the way up to seniors. So alrighty, so thanks so much, Brooke. Now our next guest is Ryan Whaley, and Ryan has a pretty phenomenal story, and I'm just going to let him share the pictures speak for themselves. And so Ryan, would you come on and share with everybody how life is now different for you?
Yeah, I grew up and I was always very healthy. I ran track, I played basketball, I ran cross country, and then that was my teen years. And then in my 20s, I slowly put on weight and just added and added. And then in my 30s, I was over 100 pounds or 300 pounds the entire time. I was huge. And I never really tried anything. I just didn't think it was for me. I would rationalize it like, well, I have a great wife, I have great kids. I don't have to lose weight. It's, everything else is good. But inside, I knew it hurt. Even though I was trying to rationalize it, I wasn't happy. And then my wife really wanted to lose weight too, and she saw our coach, who's both of our coach, posting about losing weight. And she's like, yeah, I want to try that. And I had been started on some medications and because of my weight, and my wife started the program, and she started losing weight. I started cooking for her, and just cooking, I started losing weight. So I'm like, I better jump on this. I better do the full thing. And it's been great. Before the program, my idea of parenting was like, the kids, let's go to the park, Dad. I'm like, oh, let's cuddle and watch a movie on the couch. I mean, it's good family time, but it's terrible. They want to go be active. They want to ride bikes. They want to go to the park. And I didn't have the energy for that. I couldn't keep up with them. And now, I've been on the program almost 5 months. I'm down over 110 pounds, and I'm asking my kids to go to the park. I'm saying, let's go ride bikes. I'm getting them active. I'm off the medications my doctor put on me. And yeah, my life was good. I had a great wife. I had great kids. We have a pretty comfortable life, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with myself. And now I'm ecstatic. I have a whole 10-year span where I don't have pictures of myself other than when we took pictures as a family. Now we're taking pictures. Me and my wife take pictures every weekend, every time we go out. I have tons of selfies on my phone now because I like to look at myself. I walk by the mirror and I'm like, hey, yeah, that's me. I remember who I was, and now I see my big pictures from those family pictures we have, and I'm like, that I don't even remember I don't know how I let myself get there. And it was so easy with this program to get back to who I was. And it's been a life changer, and I have energy for days. I feel good. My kids are much happier. I made a before and after the other day, and they're like, we like this daddy better. And I'm like, so do I. So, it's just changed my life. And if you're sitting there thinking you can't do it, that's what I thought. You can do it. It's 100% doable. And I mean, people like talk about going to the gym. I didn't go to the gym till I had already lost 85 pounds. And you can do it. It's reach out to somebody, reach out who invited you, reach out to whoever resonates with you today during this. Just reach out. You can do it.
That's awesome, Ryan. I love that. I love what you said about like getting your identity back. You know, it's like you're back to the you that you remembered being, and like, who was that other guy, you know? And now you're able to really live life and be the dad you want to be. It's so awesome. So thanks, Ryan. So our next speaker is going to be Diana Campos. Diana is a really good longtime friend of mine, and so I'm excited to have her share. It's been so fun to be on this journey with her. So Diana, why don't you get on and share with everybody what life is like for you now?
Sure. Thank you, Sherry. And thanks everyone for sharing your stories so far. They are so inspirational. And I've heard them before, but every time is like the first time. So thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, my journey started a little over 2 years ago now. And I was at a point in my life, you can see there in the white tank top, where I was, I was happy with my, my kids, and just thankful, of course, for being able to be a stay-at-home mom. But I just wasn't happy with the way I looked, the way I felt. There was just a lot of insecurity in there, and depression. I was going through a very tough time in that picture. But of course, my kids have always been my joy. And I just felt like if I just go to the gym and I eat right and I do what has always worked, I'll get these extra 15 pounds off. At that point, I only wanted to lose at least 15 pounds. So I would hit the gym and go to Zumba, and I actually found a little log of all of my running. I would keep track of the date, how many miles I would do, how long it would take me, what incline on the treadmill, because I was just always trying to challenge myself and get faster, because I figured, losing weight, that's how a lot of people get lean to lose weight, is running on the treadmill. So I would do that a lot. I would probably run about 4 miles at a time, about 3 days a week, 3 to 4 days a week. So it was putting a big burden on my knees. And I actually would weigh myself at the end of the week, and I would lose maybe 0.5 pounds or 1 pound. I mean, it was crazy how I was killing myself, literally running and not losing any weight. And then of course, I just got to the point where I noticed it wasn't working anymore. I think when you get closer to your 40s, your metabolism does slow down. And that's when Sherry, my amazing friend and from Bible study, and now my coach, told me about the program. So I was in a very desperate place, and I was ready for change. I was ready to do something because what I was doing wasn't working. And lo and behold, I listened to my coach, and in that month, I lost 15 pounds. The 15 pounds that I had been struggling with for probably over 2 years came off in 1 month. So that's when I knew it worked. It definitely worked. It took me 2 months to lose 23 pounds. I've kept it off for over 2 years, and it's been amazing. So in that picture, you see it's maybe not a huge weight loss. It's not a big difference that you see on the outside, but I feel like in the inside, it has completely transformed me. I mean, I love sharing with people this gift. I love helping them feel how amazing I feel. And I truly think that this has given me a purpose. It has given me just an opportunity to share how amazing this program is, how simple it is, how all you need to do is follow the guidelines. It is all designed by doctors. It's physician led, so it's completely safe, and it's going to work if you follow it properly. So I'm just so thankful. On the left hand side, you can see my family. I'm just so grateful that I get to continue to be a stay-at-home mom to these 2 huge kids. They're taller than I am now. Evelyn is 15, JJ is 13. But I get to just, work this business as a coach around their schedule. So wherever they need to be, I'm there to take them. I'm there to pick them up. It's just completely transformed my life. I'm so grateful to you, Sherry, and to this whole community, because that's another thing that our program offers, is this amazing community that just lifts you up. Being around like-minded people, it's just amazing. I mean, we're not going to let you fall because we're all in this together. So don't wait until January. If you guys want to change your life, this is the time, and this is definitely the place to do it.
Awesome. I love that, Diana. You've done amazing. And I love what you said about, I mean, and kind of I'm hearing through all of you guys, it's like you reached out and you had your coach, somebody to partner with you and to walk you through and guide you. And that was huge for me, because I'm strong at starting things, but I'm terrible at finishing things. And in fact, about halfway through my weight loss, once I was looking better and feeling better and people were telling me I looked better, I kind of started to, I could do this on my own, but, and I started to slip back to old habits, but my coach didn't give up on me. So yeah, it's definitely a great point that you'll have a coach, someone to come alongside you and really keep you accountable. And the community piece has been so huge too. So, and I know somebody who has really accessed a big part of our community piece is our next speaker, and that is Kelly Corsetti. So I'm going to share screen again and bring up Kelly's picture, but Kelly has just made also an amazing transformation. And it's because of her transformation, actually, that Ryan, this is the power of the ripple effect, like Diana saw my transformation, she got started, Brooke saw her, she got started, and, and Kelly, and then Ryan saw Kelly's. And so anyway, so Kelly, why don't you go ahead and come on and let's hear from Kelly.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be with all of you today. So, it's so funny what a difference a year can make. We're coming up on 1 year. So I think back to where I was. So I have a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old. So I literally was pregnant over the span of 3 years. I got pregnant, I found out I was pregnant in January 2014, and then I was pregnant literally all the way up until my third baby was born in April of 2017. And so I had 3 very small children, and I packed on a lot of weight through those 3 pregnancies. And then I packed on even more weight through the stress of trying to figure out how to manage, 3 little ones. And so here I was, over 300 pounds, which to me was just a weight that I never even really thought I would ever get to. I thought, like, no matter what I did, I could just never be that heavy. And I found myself on the couch a lot, feeling sad, feeling really discouraged, and just not being the mom that I wanted to be. The kids would be on the floor or want to go outside, and I would just be like literally trying to get a nap anytime I could. I would wake up tired. I would go to bed exhausted. I have an early riser. He would wake up at 5:30, and I would just want to put the pillow over my head because I didn't know how I was going to do it, and I hated that. I just knew that I wasn't really living, but I really did not see a way out. I really didn't. I was at the point where I was like, what do people do when they're this heavy? I guess, do you go get weight loss surgery? What do you do? I just felt desperate, and I didn't see a way. And my mom is super amazing and has been supportive my whole life. I've kind of struggled my whole life, and she's always, she's always been a supporter and always wanted the best for me in those areas. And so all the things that I had tried before weren't working. And she saw our cousin was on program. And so she reached out to her privately and just said, hey, what is this that you're doing? And would you consider talking to Kelly about it? And at that time I didn't have Facebook. So she literally just sent me a message and just said, hey, I'm not sure if your mom has shown you any of this stuff, but I'm doing something really amazing. And if you ever want to talk to me about it, I'm right here. And my mom had kind of shown me the pictures, but I was too timid to reach out to her and ask. So literally her sending me that message is like, to this day, is like the greatest gift that I've ever received, because I really wasn't going to ask her. I was probably going to keep watching and keep being miserable. And because she extended her hand to me has changed everything for me. I got on the phone with her immediately. I can remember her that night, kind of asking me what I wanted, and I didn't even share how much I weighed. And when she said, do you know how much you want to lose? I was like, I wasn't even honest. I mean, I really wasn't honest with myself, because I literally said, well, it's probably over 100 pounds. Well, it turns out it's a lot over 100 pounds. But I remember when I said, oh, I need to lose 100 pounds, she like did not even hesitate. She was like, okay, you can do it. Like, we're going to do it. Let's do it. And I was like, okay, let's do it. I put so much faith in her. I have to tell you, that those first couple days, I just kind of put all of my heart and faith in her, and I jumped, and in myself. So I dove in head first, and I just went with everything. I committed myself 100% to the program. I really leaned on her. And so that was in March of this year. So March of 2019. And so when I got on the scale on Monday, I'm down 140 pounds, which just absolutely blows my mind, because when I think of what it felt like in the past to lose even just 20, 30, 40 pounds and how that felt miserable, like I can remember thinking, oh my God, did I get the 40 pounds off so I can, quit eating like this and go back to the way I'm living before, was living before. And now I literally check in with my coach every week, and I tell her, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just want to live this way forever. I don't want to, I want to be on program forever. Like, this is so easy. I love this. This is me now. And I just think that that's a testament to what having a coach has done for me, and all the other components, the community that lifts you up, the ease of our nutrition plan, and then the education component, which is a big part that Sherry will probably talk about. But I have had such a mind shift. I mean, it took me 35 years. When you think like, oh, she didn't try. No, I was trying constantly to make a change, but I never knew how to create the mind shift that I wanted to create. And this program, just without trying, literally has done that for me. I mean, I've tried because I've put in the effort, but it's just done it for me with such ease and simplicity. So now when the alarm goes off at 5:30, the alarm being my child, I wake up excited, ready to go get him. Sometimes I even wake up on my own before him. And I'm just feel like I'm finally living. I think that I was in like a fog for a little bit of those first couple months of of them being babies. And so I feel like I'm alive now. I didn't even realize really how much I was kind of suppressing of myself. And so now I'm giving myself 100% of myself in all situations, which is what my message to you would be today, is that if you are not giving the world 100% of the best version of yourself, make a change. Like, when I think back to just that little message from my coach Yvonne to say, hey, if you ever need me, I'm right here. It was just one step to say yes. And it has changed the trajectory of my life, because there's no telling, carrying around 100 and probably 60 pounds more than I should have been. There's no telling how long I could have lived like that. Probably not very long. So I'm just so thankful for the gift that I've been given. And I just pray that all of you would, always give the world the best of yourself.
Wow, Kelly, that was amazing. I love everybody that was on here today. So did such an amazing job. And even though I've heard their stories before too, I was like, whoa, I forgot about a piece or something. But yeah, I loved what you said about that you're loving life now, and how, it was so hard to get out of bed before, and now you are thriving. Now you look forward to another day, and it's not like you're just, trying to trudge through. And I've seen you blossom, I've seen her come alive, and everybody, that's the thing that's been such a joy for me as a coach is when we have our, clients. But I mean, that's what's possible for you, for anybody listening to this, that, you can get back to your true self. You can get, you can get back to feeling good and really having that joy and purpose and just being able to thrive in life rather than to just survive. And then I think too of the example, like all of you guys on here, what awesome, you all have young children, and it's so awesome that you guys have taken control of your health and the powerful message that is sending to your children. And you're breaking a cycle, you're creating new legacies for your family, because you're going to have better quality of life and live longer and have more energy to do things. And you are modeling that this is the way to be, and not be that couch potato parent, you know, and so that's really awesome. So I love, that's what I love about everybody here that has spoken today. I love that this program does that for people. And I love also that, you know, like Kelly said it again too, you know, she didn't really believe it. And like, you know, especially, you know, over 100 pounds, but I will say, you know, whether it's 20 pounds or something like Diana and Brooke, to my 40 to well over 100, like with Ryan or Kelly, you know, it doesn't really, it's that number carries the same emotional, mental weight, like to someone who has 20 pounds to lose as someone who has over 100. So, you know, it's really not about the weight that we're losing, but it's about the liberation that and the life that we're creating and how it's freeing us. And so I love that, you know, and that could be daunting though, when you have a big number like that, and how, even though maybe Kelly didn't believe that this could be possible for her, but you know, your coach is going to believe for you until you can believe for yourself. So all it takes is just that first step. It just starts with a decision, and a decision to just make the choice to start your journey. And your coach is going to link arms with you and come alongside you. They're going to walk with you every single step of the way. They're going to help you navigate through the tough times to create those new habit loops. And they're going to be there to celebrate your victories. And what I really loved about it was once you get to your goal weight, that coaching and that support and that community does not stop. Then you're going to work on optimizing. So this program is not about weight loss. It is about creating optimal health and well-being in all areas of your life. And there is no such thing as maintenance. You're either moving forward or you're going backwards in your health. So when you get to your goal weight, it's not stop and go back to old habits. No, it's what's next. What can you work on next? How else can you improve in your health? Whether it's sleep, whether it's having quiet time, managing stress. Maybe you want to train for a bike ride, a hill ride or something. So, and, you know, and for me, I would never want to train for a marathon, but it's different for different people. And so it's always like, what's the next step? So having that and having the support of the community, we have a private Facebook page, we do live events, but the community is awesome because you're surrounding yourself with like-minded people. And then, you know, obviously the nutrition plan is, you know, balanced, and we're going to teach you how to eat every few hours to keep your blood sugar stable and to eat a balance of protein and carbs and get all your nutrients in. We're going to teach you that. There's that education piece that will continue beyond the weight loss phase. But what's really the heart of our program and what's the key to success of all these people's success and all the these before and afters you see of these people who keep their weight off are when they, you know, they're staying tapped into their coach and the community, yes, but they're making the lifestyle changes. We're working on managing our emotions. There's a life book, there's material that we use to coach our clients. And that is really key, because if you don't get your mind healthy, your body's not going to get healthy. And so learning how to manage your emotions and the right way to fuel your body and how to manage stress and how to get restorative sleep and incorporate that movement in. If you don't do all of those things and you just, you know, do some special nutrition plan to drop weight, you're not going to create lasting change. So that's our secret. That's how these before and afters have success. It's the combination of all those important components that make our program unlike any other program out there. And it's super effective. And it saves life. It's completely transformed mine. It's transformed all of theirs, and it can transform yours as well. So again, you know, I encourage you to reach out to somebody to get started. You know, whether you want to wait and start till January, still connect with that person and have that conversation to go over your goals and decide what's the best plan for you now. And maybe you'll decide to start sooner, or maybe you decide to work on that healthy mind piece first and start the nutrition plan in January. That's completely up to you. But you know, reach out now. Don't wait another day. You never know what the future can hold. So thank you all for joining in. Thank you again, Kelly, Diana, Brooke, Ryan. You guys are amazing. You're rock stars. You're rocking it in your health. You're inspiring a lot of people. And I just really appreciate you guys spending some time to come on this morning. Thanks, everyone.